Welcome to a new Daily Top Askreddit video. Today's topic.
What's a simple pleasure you'll never get tired of? Hot showers. Or a hot bubble bathtub. Reading this in a hot bubble bath. A decent bowel movement. The kind where you feel light and airy after, and the day seems brighter. Especially when you barely have to wipe. Having a great cup of coffee every morning, hot beverage. Naps with zero plans or responsibilities and no one to pester you. Pestering my cat when he's attempting to nap. Sorry kitty, these belly rubs are mandatory. Gotta collect rent from our freeloading feline roommates, overlords. Getting my scalp massaged, scratched. This, so underrated, I fall asleep nearly everyone. My missus does this for me. Either she has a superpower or you are severely vulnerable to any burglar who can get his fingers on your scalp. A bed with fresh sheets. Boobs are the best. Eating. Orgasms. Simple is relative lol. Hands are a man's greatest assets. Watching a sunset. I'll always point out a pretty sky. I take road trips fairly often and have grown to appreciate the sky's beauty so much over the past few years. From sunrises over the ocean to desert landscape sunsets, everyone is unique and gorgeous. I just stand stationary and enjoy it. No fuss. As if I'm an alien looking at my home or something. Smiling face. The smell of fresh bread. Having money in life. Heart suit. Wish I knew the feeling. Cold sweat smile. To be fair, they didn't say how much. You could own nothing but a dime and still technically have money. Listening to music. As long as you can continuously find good music. Masturbation. This is the one true answer. I'll be yanking it daily until I die. Yes, sex is great. I have no women at the moment, so masturbating is just as great. A good stretch in the morning. My cat laying on my lap. It sounds silly, but an ice-cold glass of Coke. Nothing silly about it. I can almost feel the crispness. Relieved face. Walking in the rain with music on. Petting dogs. Kissing my boyfriend. Throwing kisses. I also choose kissing your boyfriend. Napping with my cat on a cold afternoon. As a female, I like to play with mine first with my vibrator. Knocks me out for hours. When you stretch your body so long you feel so good and kinda weird. The blood of my enemies and the feeling of a fresh haircut. Ice water as a drink. New socks. Photoshopping Epstein into random pictures from our old school cool. Some people just want to watch the world burn. Open mouth smile. A blowjob. Blowjobs are great, but I also enjoy licking a clitoris. Having a bed. I spent 5 years without one and now I have one and it's amazing. Music. There's so much to discover and so much to come back to too. It's just that great. The little mew my boy cat makes when he sees me. It does matter if I've been gone hours or just popped to the bathroom and shut the door, the result is the same. He looks for me, then lets out this happy little mew and runs to me. It melts my heart every single time. When a pet chooses to sit next to you. The first sip of a good cup of coffee. Cold beer on a hot summer day, can be Coke, but only in a bottle. Beach sunsets, sunrises. Hips on women. The sigh of my dog as she just lays there. Love in the eyes of my wife when we look at each other. Getting home after a day of work. First bite of new good food. Asterisk tacos and pizza being my top. Fight places, fire pits on cool fall nights. Henry Cavill. Oh, peeling that film off cell phones, TVs and other electronics. Coffee. A hot cup of tea. Hot beverage. Fresh, clean bedding. Having my hair played with. Peace and quiet. My dog greeting me when we reunite. Drugs. Sauna plus cold shower. A thick load inside of me. I like my man giving me his load. I usually masturbate my clit after. Bank message indicating money has been added to the account. Open mouth smile. A filling breakfast in a quiet, calm location. Hearing a mallard duck quacking. Even if it's in a park or city center artificial pond, it reminds me of wild spaces. Walk. When they wash your hair at a hair salon. This, or any small task that you have to do daily or it won't get done, the gift of having someone else do it. Lying in bed on a quiet morning and just listening to music. Red heart. Laughing. Sleeping. Cooking food for friends and family. Being with my FRNDSFS slightly smiling face. Beating a video game. From the 90s till now, it's like that scene in Avengers with Thanos, when he's sitting looking at the sunrise after doing what he thought needed to be done. Always feels like a job well done. A small cup of ice cream. Crushing your enemies, seeing them driven before you, and hearing the lamentation of the women. And scented candles. Looking up at the moon. Especially the full moon, I get such joy each month seeing the big old lazy moon up over the sea. So many, but that first sip of water during a workout run is top tier fire. Exerting yourself to the point that a sip of room temperature water is the best thing ever is one of life's great pleasures. The first couple of sips from the first morning cup of coffee. Watching deer, wild turkeys, birds and other wildlife in my garden. Leaving work early. Morning sunlight. It's bright but not blinding. It's warm but the air is still cool enough you don't need shade. Bonus if you any it with coffee. Gooning. Being clean. That feeling of showering, putting on clean clothes and a clean pair of socks. Not sure why it's so satisfying to me, but it's a nice little daily life hug. Eating a good mango. Going to sleep with no alarm for the morning. Sleeping in without being woken up by some alarm because I don't have to work. That moment when you finally get to sit down after one of those days and let a big zipping up a full bum bag. A good massage with river stones are the best. Hot bubble bath whilst watching a movie on my iPad. Having a cup of coffee in the morning outside when there's mist hanging just above the ground and temperature is just right, approximately 55/13 of a degree. Twirling the berry. Sitting on the couch with a beverage and letting the TV wash over me after the kids are in bed and the house is, kinda, picked up and the day is otherwise over and done. Masturbating. Falling asleep with my head on my husband's chest. A cup of coffee in the morning. Scrolling Reddit. Sleeping long hour. Hot showers when it's cold, cold showers when it's humid and hot. Sunday morning coffee before the rest of the house wakes up. Jerking it. Sleep after a whole day of work. Somebody else doing all the household chores. Cleaning, laundry, yard work, etc. All domestic chores. I hire those out, so now all I need to do is cook now and again. The one cleaning lady brings me Korean food each week that is 2 meals. Money. Being alone. Putting on pajama pants and a hoodie that just came out of the dryer. Hot tub. Holding a hot cup of coffee or tea in a handmade mug between both hands up against my chest. That will forever be a cozy spot for me, despite the environment. Masturbation. A latte and a nice piece of cake. Eating food I like. Sleep. To crush your enemies, see them driven before you, and to hear the lamentation of their women. My cat greeting me when I drive up. The barber using the trimmers on the back of my neck. Freshly clipped nails. Being outside on an icy cold winter's day, but you are dressed for it. Listening to the rain from my covered porch. Freshly laundered sheets. Tearing into a bonfire. Hot shower. Ice cold Coke. Walking on warm sand. Watching the lake change with the weather. My cat's purr. The crunch of gravel under my feet, double for the crunch of snow. Thwarting a colorful bird. Fluffy snow drifting down from a night sky to lay glittering on the ground. Finding a piece of lake glass. Eating out for breakfast. The way my cat headbutts me hard enough that I worry he will get a concussion. Sex with my wife is a cavalcade of simple pleasures. The heat in her eyes when she sees my erection, the moment when I first enter her, the little gasp as my tongue first touches her clit, the bounce of her breasts with each thrust, the way she glows as she climaxes, the lazy sultry look in her eyes when I know she's been thoroughly sated. The smell of a wood shop. Putting the forbidden Q-tip in your ear. That hint of camel toe that is enough to be exciting without obvious or trashy. The sight of Christmas lights. Seeing the needle on F when you have just filled the tank. New car smell. That subtle excitement that permeates the day when you know you are getting laid that night. Not setting an alarm. Fresh baked bread. Walking the dog. When the air is brisk but the sun feels perfectly warm. Children laughing. Orgasms. Masturbating every day. Reading. A cup of nice hot coffee. Honestly, just taking a shit in your own house. It feels magical after coming from any trip. My dogs love and excitement when they see me after a long day at work. The fresh feeling I get when I'm showering, specifically after a nice workout where I got sweaty. I love it so much. Late night drives. Running out of the office as soon as it's time to go. Flipping the pillow. A full and non-rushed shower. Full meaning, shampoo and conditioner and specialty hair products and exfoliate for the skin and a steam bar on the ground and shaving. Using ear Q-tips afterwards and then brushing your teeth and using your best lotion. 5 stars open mouth smile. Waking up early when everything is quiet and having a coffee with no rush. It never gets old. An everything shower. Come out feeling like a whole new person. Thoughts, food. Driving while listening to music. Eating, sex, and sleeping, in that order smile. A cold drink after 50 miles on the bicycle on a 90-degree day. An Arsenal win. Listen and talk with partner. Cooking dinner with my fiancé. Sex and bubble baths. Irritating my brother face holding back tears. Steaming hot baths. When my husband touches me anywhere and gives me attention. Waking up on a weekend with no plans and no alarm clock. Having a black coffee. A good me day. Game, eat, sleep is how I live and I love it. Dark chocolate. Q-tips. Enjoying a savory plate. Being a friendly dude. Breathing air. Drinking water. Full tank of gas. Cold energy drink. Morning coffee and warm shower. Riding magnificent steeds into the midst of Avalon. Reading. Knitting while my husband plays his guitar. Gaming. A hot shower before getting into bed with cool clean sheets. The first sip of hot coffee in the morning. Sneaking a mouthful of whipped cream while looking for something else in the fridge. Being with her. Beans on toast. Waking up without an alarm clock regardless of what time in the early morning it is, making my delicious coffee from a brand I've been drinking for 26 years now, sitting on my recliner stretched out, looking out the sliding glass doors to the luscious backyard patio garden, watching the sun rise and waiting for the birds to fly in and peck the 2 large trays of seeds I left out for them, listening to some lovely Zulu music. https://youtube.be/d8bsfr0d6li?c = C = 4q8 minjgamit 93